Hello everybody, welcome to an episode of Moe'S CD Culture Show and Tell, and this is another episode of my bi-monthly recommendations where I recommend a new album to you guys to listen to check out, especially if you're not familiar with this. But first, the first thing I want to do before I even begin anything is that my latest video that I did is doing very well, and thankfully that it is. I'm so happy that it is. There is a good message behind that last video I did yesterday. But most importantly, and very importantly, I gained a few new subscribers since the last couple of days. I'm at the last time I looked so far I was at 148 subscribers. And these: Marco Jefferson, Brandon Steves 37, Shane Bobain. I really hope I'm getting your name right. I'm saying Bob Bobain or Bobain. Yeah. So if I'm saying your name wrong, I do greatly apologize. And Maxwell J. So these are my latest subscribers that I know of. I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I do truly hope you enjoy my channel and that you find what you're looking for here, because I really appreciate you. And I appreciate every single one of my subscribers. Every single one of you out there is meaningful to me. Please leave a like. Please leave a like. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of my channel. Tell me what you think of me. I can take whatever you can dish out at me. I don't care. I love interacting with all of you, and this is the reason I do my channel, mainly because I love sharing music with people. That is the main feature of my channel, and as you may have noticed lately, ever since after New Year, I haven't been. One of my resolutions this year was not to make any more rant videos, especially nothing personal, nothing that I wanted, nothing where I venting out certain frustrations in my personal life. I don't want to make any more of those type of videos. I might rant about something a little bit more important, like something that affects everybody, and like yesterday's video where I just wanted to challenge that copyright claiming with YouTube, and making sure that YouTube understands that, hey, that album is a copyright free album. I should have every right to play that album on my channel, that particular album only of King Gizzard, not the other ones, just that one, because it is copyright free. So stuff like that I like to try to do here and there, and I want to make a promise to all my subscribers and anybody who wants to check out my channel for the first time, that I am going to make better content coming up. Okay, just a little inside thing between you and me. I just got back from doing my taxes. I have a pretty decent return coming, so I'm probably gonna. I'm really thinking hard about investing a lot of that. Probably half of that return. Yeah, pretty much half of that return. I'm going to invest it into getting a brand new computer that I'm only going to be using for editing and all that good stuff. I want to make sure I have something set up that's going to be perfect. Like, I'm really going to look. I want something that's better than just my laptop. Although my laptop has been doing really good lately, so I cannot complain. So, okay, I just want to get to the main subject of this video. I just had to throw that out there. That again, I'm just going to show it again. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and you are very welcome to the Moe'S family. Okay, now to the big business. 2 weeks ago, I had presented this album, which is Legend of the Seagull Man, which features Danny Carey of Tool, and I asked you to review and rate and rank whatever you think of this album. I really would like to know, and even the other. I will leave a playlist. In fact, I'll put the playlist right up here so you can see all the other recommendations that I had done in the previously. So this is what I recommended last time. I still think it's a fantastic album. I will be listening to that very soon again. I do play it often enough. You know, this is one of my favorite albums to play when I'm in the bathtub because it's all that sea, fairing imagery and all that. So yeah, I I love that album. But this week, okay, I'm going to present a new one that I'm presenting. Now, I'm going to show some of the other albums too that I could and may be thinking of recommending, but I chose, all in all, out of the four that I have of this group, this album of A Perfect Circle, because you all know I'm a Tool fan. Tool being my favorite band, and Maynard James Keenan being pretty much my favorite male singer of all time. I love his voice. Ever since I first heard his voice, I'm in love with his voice. He is my favorite male singer out there. No offense to these males. Inside joke. But yeah, this is going to be the album I want to recommend. Now, I could have recommended this, Meldonal. It's a strong album, and when I first started listening to A Perfect Circle, this is the album I first listened to. And I mean, you could start there, okay? I'm not saying that I wouldn't recommend this either, okay? Or their songs, their album of cover songs they only do pretty much 2 original songs on here, I think. Pretty much everything else is a cover. And look at that. I love that cover, right? Look at that. That is cool. That is cool. That is one very well done cover that it shows up. I just love how perfect that shows up on the camera. Yeah. And then of course there's the last album they came out with, which is Eat the Elephant, which makes you completely like, is that the front cover? Which I say that's the front cover, but that confuses you. It's like, okay, that looks like the back cover, but then when you turn it around, oh well, that can't be the back cover because it has the thing too. It's like, oh, is that a paradox? Because it's on both sides. It has no front cover. It's both backs. Of course, I'm kidding. But yeah, this is the album I'm recommending, of course. And then after that, then you're free to roam to the other albums. I would say that's where you would want to start with this band, and why I would want to recommend this is because is my favorite singer, Maynard James Keenan, and hopefully it would be your gateway into getting into Tool or even Pussifer, which is completely different, but they have so much to offer in variety too, and there's nothing wrong or bad with their music. I love. Yeah, it could be maybe a little racy, a little bit more adult than some would like, but I think it's fantastic. And so I would start. Yeah, I think this is where I would start. So that's my recommendation to get into the world of Maynard James Keenan and A Perfect Circle, because it's not as heavy or some. I can't see why, but maybe some people might be off put by by the certain image that Tool puts off, that really doesn't represent the deeper meaning of what they represent, if you know what I mean. So that's where I'm going to leave it with that. So 13th Step is the album I'm recommending, and yeah, just check it out. And then 2 weeks from now, I'll have a new recommendation. There is something else I have in mind. That was going to be this week's recommendation, but I don't know. For some reason, I wanted to get a little bit more personal to something that I truly kind of like, rather than something that's decent, that's really good, and I want people to hear too, to something a little bit more, closer to my heart, which would be this, which I consider this to be Tool light, in many respects. Because when it comes to Maynard James Keenan being in Tool, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer, it has been, I would say, kind of joked on the internet here and there that the three different bands can represent three different aspects of the human psyche. Like, you get Tool being the brain, A Perfect Circle being the heart, and Pussifer being kind of the primal, if you know what I mean. So this is more the heart, rather than Tool, the Tool brain, or the Pussifer, which is a little bit more sexual. Let's just put it out there. But I love it all. And so that's where I would say to start with the whole journey, if you're not familiar with Tool or the rest of his stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna just leave it here, and as always, I always say, and again, I'm just gonna repeat, please consider subscribing to my channel if you're new to my channel. Leave me a like and a comment. I love comments, and if I don't always get to you right away, if it's during the week and I don't get to you right away, I still will try to get to you, to reply back to your comments within 24 hours. So not to, don't worry, I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I want to answer all my comments because I love everybody out there, and I'm super thankful for everybody who watches and enjoys my channel. So thank you again. And so, yep, again, as always, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please, everyone, have a great evening, day, night, morning, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.